Welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday, December 6th, 2026. Born on this date in 1920, Hall of Fame pitcher Early Wynn of Hartford. He won the Cy Young Award in 1959 when there was just one awarded for both leagues. And in 1994, NFL quarterback Jameis Winston of Bessemer. He's currently with the New York Giants. Well, it's all business and politics today. I hope that doesn't run anybody off. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama.
Right now, when you walk into a Burlington, you're walking into deals on top of deals during our Oh Wow Winter Clearance event. That's main character energy. Wow. Find tons of markdowns up to 70% off other retailers' prices on clearance items. Because at Burlington, the deals aren't the only thing turning heads. Save at our Oh Wow Winter Clearance event now. Seriously, with these savings, why shop anywhere else?
Burlington Deals brands wow.
Styles and selection vary by location.
The effects of trade tariffs on an economy may be mixed at best, but the intended beneficiaries, domestic producers, can find a little less competitive market a pretty cushy one, even as the costs of some materials go up. Hyundai's Montgomery plant rolled 362,000 vehicles off its lines in 2025, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Now, that's a year-over-year increase of more than 26,000 cars and trucks. And that increase comes even after Canada-bound vehicle production went from thousands per month to practically nothing after Canada's matching reciprocal tariff of 25%. Now, in April, the same month the U.S. added that 25% tariff on top of the base 2.5% for imported vehicles, South Korea-based Hyundai moved some production of its Tucson SUVs from a Mexican plant to Montgomery. Vehicle prices also didn't see a huge rise in 2025, something industry watchers have attributed to automakers swallowing the higher production costs that were due to both tariffs and your typical inflation. And despite volatility, new car sales finished the year better than many expected, a 2% increase over 2024, according to Reuters. Now, all that does jibe with reports that sticker prices have started to jump higher with the release of the 26 models. UAB Health System just grew bigger, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Now, on New Year's Day, UAB finalized a deal to acquire Southview Medical Group of Birmingham in central Alabama. Southview has been around for more than 100 years. It brings more than 51,000 patients and a network of providers and facilities into the fold. Details of that deal have not been released. One of Alabama's most well-known lawmakers apparently will be serving in her last legislative session beginning this month. AL.com's Megan Plotka reports that State Representative Terry Collins, a Decatur Republican, announced she won't be running for re-election later this year. Collins was first elected to the State House in 2010. She led the way when Alabama used immunity for providers to safeguard in vitro fertilization services after a state Supreme Court decision had thrown IVF legality into question. Collins also played a key role in passing Alabama's abortion ban, the Alabama Literacy Act, and the Alabama College and Career Readiness Act. The 2026 legislative session begins January 13th. And while we're on politics, there were a few other state political personnel notes. State Auditor Andrew Sorrell has decided not to run for Secretary of State after all, but to run for a second term as auditor. Daryl Littleton is leaving the parole board to take a job as the Deputy Director for Administration and Law Enforcement Services for the Alabama Bureau of Pardons and Paroles. Take a deep breath before you start saying that job title. Littleton's background includes 24 years as a state trooper. Governor Kay Ivey will appoint his replacement on the parole board from a list compiled by the Lieutenant Governor, the House Speaker, and the Senate President Pro Tem. And U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville has filed paperwork to run for Alabama governor. That's no surprise. He's the favorite on the Republican side, and former U.S. Senator Doug Jones is the favorite on the Democratic side to replace Ivey. On Monday, when Tuberville signed the paperwork, he emphasized recruiting businesses to the state and called questions about his residency not an issue. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We'll be back in the morning. Till then, y'all come see us on the internet anytime you want to at al.com.